Hello everyone, my name is Derpify and welcome to episode 13 of our Gnomoria Let's Play. So we're just making like some sweet ass progress in the Grizzly Inkling, but right before we get to that, I'm going to spin around in circles and just tell you a little story about my last few days actually, because it has been, for a computer nerd, it's been absolute hell because I have not had a computer, a functioning computer that is. It's just been sitting here, just not working, dry as a bone, doesn't even want to do anything. I've been getting constant fix it at all, so I went ahead and I formatted the disk, I made sure I backed everything up, and it did it again. It did it twice through two different Windows installs, completely fresh on just a blank hard drive, right? And it just did it again. I have no idea why. And so then I contacted my brother, and then he was like, all right, let's have a look at this. He's been setting up computers for my family for forever. Every computer that we've had has been, set up and run by him. So he knows a lot more about them than me. And he was able to today, or just tonight, like just minutes ago, fix the computer, have everything back. Windows is a brand new install. I've had to like place everything on external hard drives and like just go completely crazy. Some of the files might be on my roof, but I will get them later. It might be a little bit too cold because it's nighttime, and yeah, I won't probably go do that. So that's my story. That's why no videos have been coming out for Gnomoria very regularly, but the computer is back. Without any crashes and completely idiotic things happening to my computer and my Windows install, I should be back to daily videos, whether it be Gnomoria, Amnesia, or anything. I really apologize for not being able to edit or record or upload or anything, but that's just how it has been, and I've had to live with it. It's been actually very hard for me because I'm just like, no, I want to make it to videos. And on that note, if you sort of want to keep up with things like this that might happen to me, and just like general blabberings and some random things that I have to say about what the hell is going on with either the channel or myself or herpaderp, things like that, you can follow me on Twitter. So if there's a link in the description below, or it's at @NinjaDerpify. It's pretty simple. It's just my name, because most people tend to name their names after themselves because their names are generally their names across the board of all this stuff. So the Grizzly Inkling, man, there's been so many people asking for their names to be named. I'm just saying names to be named. I'm just saying heaps of things like over and over again. But as of right now, we only have 18 people, and the first batch of people like Win, Borb, and Zithan, and Gilbert, and Mix, and Nomo, they've all been how do I say it? Immortalized. I don't want to change their names. So we've got people like Bob Jones, Noel Thorne, Brainy, Everyday Ethan, and Darth Vader. They've been named because some nomads have come in, and I'm like, okay, if you're going to live in the Grizzly Inkling, you're going to take on the names of our viewers and our followers and our subscribers because they're amazing people, and we want to honor them in a certain way and make them feel like they're part of the game, and they can, like kill some goblins for us and make sure that we're safe and there's no crazy stuff going on. So all of the people that have been commenting and asking for their names, Zeus fell asleep on the floor. Don't worry about it, Zeus. You can wake up tomorrow morning and just be like, oh, yep, time to do some work. So all the people that have left comments, they've left some pretty goddamn sweet names. You guys will get to your names. There's like 10, 11, maybe 12 people left. So the next batch of nomads, I should be able to fit most of you in. I haven't forgotten you. I've gotten you written down in a notepad file, and I've got like all the information I need to know, like putting the pet rock in Winborb's room and just like doing crazy stuff. Oh, look at all this. What is all this? Where did all that beer come from? Was that beer, or it was wine, but it came from somewhere? That was strange. That's kind of troubling, if you wake up in the morning and it's just like all of the gnomes upstairs are just moving. Oh, look at that. What kind of, that must be an apple. No, whoa, let me click on this. It must be an applewood table. So they're worth 54, holy moly. I think they might be worth more than birch. Oh no, they're worth equal to birch. So those apples, they create some pretty sweet wood. So I've got to do some things like bandages, and I've got to get some more weapons for our soldiers and stuff, because we've killed 2 goblins so far that I've read at least. And if we look at events, we should be able to see maybe a little bit more of combat. Okay, so here we go. We've got people versing the goblins. We've got a group fight that happened right here. Now this is some sweet ass stuff because we've set a patrol, a little area for our, you can see it in the background just here, for our soldiers to be patrolling with their like sweet ass armor, and we've had a group fight. So we've had Zeus, Nogthorn, and Max fighting against this goblin. Miana, apparently there's been like way more. There must have been like everyone ran out and started fighting this crazy. Oh wait a minute, are these separate events, or because there's like a group fight here? Okay, so Darth Vader, the Goblin, Maxes, they've all been having a fight. So Darth Vader was punching the Goblin, hitting his upper body, smashing the skin, and smashing the ribs. This guy, Darth Vader, can punch hard enough, use the Force of Jedi power or Sith power. Is it Sith power? Okay, I don't know too much about Star Wars, but regardless, he used his powers and smashed the ribs of the Goblin. Swings with his copper hand axe at the Goblin, hitting the head, slicing through the skin, cutting the skull, crushing the skull, and crushing the brain. What a horrible way. The Goblin's head has been mangled and his head is bleeding and the Goblin has died. So this game creates a whole bunch of different variables in the combat. It's like, you know, there's so many things that can happen. You know, you can punch them, you can kick them in the face, you can break out their teeth, you can do all this crazy stuff like crushing their skulls with your copper hand axe. And you know, looking at this after the fact may not be as exciting as some people might think, but when it happens to your gnomes, when it happens to your save, and it's a goblin, you know, fighting against you, and you just do not want him to kill everyone because it can happen. You really appreciate the things that these gnomes have done, regardless of whether they're in actions or animations, or if they're in text form like it is in right now. It'd be sweet if there was animations, but you know, this is alpha. Who knows? I would be completely satisfied with just like amazing text like that, because just hearing that these evil goblins have had their heads smashed open, and I think one of them like decayed away, so he must have rotted away. Is there anything on this goblin corpse? I don't think there is. He's just smashed his head open. And there's also other things that I've read people on the Gnomoria forums. They've been talking about like a goblin will cut off a gnome's arm, right? Or the gnome will cut off the goblin's arm, and then they will use that limb. So they will pick up a human or a gnome or a goblin arm and just continue to beat the goblin or the golem or whatever it is. Like, that's how strong do some of these gnome soldiers have to be to do that sort of stuff? It's just amazing. Like, they deserve beer. And having said that, we need to make some stockpiles just right near. You know what we should do? We should do a really smart. We'll mine out. We'll just do like a really smart little area for the little guys to get some refreshment. So we'll mine out that, and we should. Okay, so the ramps got automatically done, and we should be able to. Okay, so stockpiles. We need some stockpiles right near these guys because they're gonna need some food and things like that. You know, because if they don't have this stockpile near them, they're gonna be like running around all inside here and just be going, oh, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they won't. All of them won't be, you know, really close to where they need to be fighting. So let's go. Okay, so we've got goods. I think we want pretty much any food for this one, and the priority is going to go definitely up to about 2. So 2 will be fantastic. We don't. Yeah. Okay. So we'll make another one, of course, and this will be. This should be for. Oh, okay. Goods. I haven't played this for a few days, and it's just been crazy with everything that's been happening, and I'm a little bit out of touch, but don't worry, because I'll get straight back into it. I love this game so much. I've missed it so much. Hearing the music and seeing the graphics, and it's just. I really do love this game. I'm going to play this for so long. It's just going to be, you'll be sick of it, and I'll just be like, but I want to post a let's play, it's so fun. Darth Vader fell asleep on the floor. That's not a problem. He's at his post. That's pretty goddamn badass. I didn't actually ask him to sleep at his post, but does he have a room? That's another thing that I had to get to. So we've got the little stockpile of things that for the soldiers. That's one thing checked off the list for today, or this episode, and we should have some beds. We should there should be a bunch of beds floating around, stored somewhere. Like maybe I think they can get stored on the carpenter section. So we'll go ahead downstairs, and there's a bit of a dark spot here. There's another thing. We want to make sure some of these places are getting lit up. So actually, right before we get to... Okay, so we can see all these oak beds here. So let's go carpenter, and we want to make some torches. I don't know if I've got that much coal. That could be... Oh no, I do have coal. Yeah, we've got tons of coal here. Look at this. We've got coal there and that. I don't know if that's stacked up. It might not be. I don't think coal... I don't think whole stacks actually, so we don't actually have that much. But we're gonna have to actually, we'll come over to the, not the stone carver, but the furnace. We'll get the furnace cranking. We'll craft like, just about how many torches we made, so we'll burn some wood. Having said that, Jesus, there's so many things I need to do. I've run out of like stuff that's, oh my god, what is this? Oh, it's a wheat farm. Oh, sweet, I've never seen that before. Damn, it's like the bundles of wheat. Okay, that's sweet as. So we're gonna want to cut down, like just trees and stuff, because there's like evil, nasty things. I don't think there's evil, nasty things in the trees, but there could be. There could be like giant spiders, like I've mentioned in some of the previous episodes of whatever I was playing when I mentioned giant spiders, because they're spooky and they're scary. So we're gonna cut all these trees down, because like our stockpile is sort of non-existent for tree. Oh, we do. I think we do have some. Actually, no, that birch crate is completely empty. That's very worrying. But let's go down, because I keep getting sidetracked. I guess it's not really sidetracked, because it all works towards the same goal. And that's kind of a cool thing about this game. Even if you feel like you're getting sidetracked, there's so many different tasks that you need to be doing. It just sort of happens. It just happens, and you got to let it flow. So let's go ahead and put down a bunch of these new beds, because we need people sleeping. I don't know how I should lay this out. How should I do like them separated like this, so they've all got like little separate bunks, and all these beds are coming down now. Yeah, we'll just like do random, like, I mean, these people just want to be, they just want to have beds. They're not worried about, having like a designer bed, and they don't want like this beautiful set out that they can just ruin, because they're going to come down here drunk after the dance floor parties, and they're going to be like, oh my god, I'm just going to sit here, okay, no sleepy times. And they don't want too much. Grizzly Inkling doesn't want too much flair and stupid waste of resources. Actually, that's probably too many beds. Yeah, that is way too many beds. Let's go ahead and just like cancel job. Cancel, like, I don't know, about that many, because the community, not everyone sleeps at the same time. So with the community, anyone can sleep in any bed, so it's sort of a non-issue as to availability, because not everyone's going to be sleeping at the same time, because their schedules just go crazy. Oh, look at this. Are these full barrels of wine? Oh god, they're about half full. I just want to drink some. So the bar hasn't been stocked with any drinks at the moment. That's a shame. We do have to place some more of these these tables. I had a little bit of trouble before, because I had like stone tables, and I wanted to place them there, because I felt like being different and stupid, but that's sort of the way some things happen. So for the carpenter, we're going to, that's another thing. Someone requested that I actually choose, one of the reasons some of my tasks are going slower than they should be, and they're not as efficient as possible, is because my population may not be set out in the best manner. So what you want to do, after you've settled in, because like you want to get ready for the fights, but so you might have to skip this for the first couple of days or weeks or whatever in game. But let's for say go to Windborb, and let's go to his skills. So he is a very good miner right now, and he's quite good at masonry, and he's a good stone carver. He's not too bad. But the thing is, all of these other things, if I put him as a tinkerer, that's just awesome. Gnomes tinkering on machines, engineering, or a mechanic, their numbers are much lower. So he's going to be a lot slower and a lot less efficient as opposed to someone else. Now, when people work in a certain field for long enough, as you can see here, his mining has gone up to like something crazy, 47. That's just insane. So Ulf is also going to be probably a very good miner. Yeah, he's a very good miner. But having said that, everyone, from our first onset, from our first caravan, they're probably going to be pretty well versed in what I chose first, and it may not be the most optimal. It may waste a little bit of time, but that's how it just was. So we're going to go through everyone's name and just see what exactly they want to be doing. I've totally lost where woodcutting is. God damn it, I can't see. Wood carving, woodcut. Okay, so 9. I think everyone, I don't know if it matters as much as I would expect, especially when you're like me and you've sort of gone through and they've leveled up some of these skills. Like, after a certain period of time, it sort of nullifies the changing of some of these professions to what people are best at. And I think right now, I'm going to leave everything as it is. I know I could make it better, but the Grizzly Inkling, some people just want to do what they want to do. But having said that, it is very good advice to set things up like that if you want to be really efficient and really micromanage what everyone is doing. So for the next nomads that come in, I'm definitely going to make sure that they get the roles that they deserve and that they actually want to do and that they're very good at, because otherwise, they're going to have crappy jobs and they're just going to be like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. And then I'm just going to be like, I don't want to see these guys in pain. And then it's just going to be terrible. It's just going to be crazy. And then everyone's just going to be having a much worse time. And so we've got some, all these trees pretty much, they got there's so much wheat. We don't have any wheat stockpiles. What am I even thinking with that? Okay, so wheat would be used for, what is it used for, like bread and all that sort of stuff. So we've got a wood carver that's supposedly meant to be made in here, but it hasn't been made for 500 episodes because someone's just too goddamn lazy. Get your shit together, boy. Don't worry about that. That's just a little bit of gnome rage at My Little Gnomes. We've actually got 56 food, so let's go ahead and farm up, not farm up, so we need to forage some of these apples because they're fresh and they're healthy. And 700 apples a day apparently keep the doctor away, but that's up for you to decide. If you want to be healthy with 700 billion apples just pouring out of your front door as soon as someone rings the door, but oh, hello, can I talk to Herpaderp Nerpaderp? And then you're just like, oh, let me just open the door. See that screen shaking? And then all of these apples, 1 million apples, just fly out of the door, and they probably killed Mrs. Old WitchettyGrub that was just walking in and just wanted to borrow some sugar. And for God's sake, woman, go buy your own sugar. Stop borrowing mine. I'm sick of it. We've got some things that they don't need to be so inaccessible. So we'll cut a wall through there because, we don't want people just herpa-derping all over the place. We want to have everything accessible. We'll cut, actually, no, we won't cut through there. Oh, yeah, I can cancel that. So I'm going to make a stockpile, and it's going to be for some beautiful wheat and things like that. But I don't know the best place to place it. So, I just gotta mine out a new little section that'll sort of have me organized in my head and my brain. Having said that, I think it's smelter. The blacksmith can make pickaxes and felling axes. Let's just set another pickaxe and another felling axe. I know that I made some of these, and they might in fact be sitting here if I can click on it properly. I don't think I can. Okay, so we've got some copper pickaxes and copper felling axes. So the new budding miners can not use their hands. I don't know if they can even use their hands because that would hurt incredibly because bauxite's pretty tough material. And yeah, so that's probably something stupid that no one wants to do. We can see old Mahati, I don't know what his name is. Oh, he's going too quickly. Don't worry about it. He's going too quickly. He's buzzing off. That's what we want. We want fast workers. And whoop, no, we don't want to do that. Some of these tables need... Okay, so the tables are moving in. They're gradually moving in from the carpenter. Oh, I think... Okay, so we want some more chairs. And we also want some more tables. That should just about fill us up for our beautiful Great Hall. And I was thinking of actually digging for the dance floor out. I will do that in another episode. But right now, I just want to get this wheat pile sort of... the wheat stockpile sort of sorted out. So let's go... Make a reasonably sized one. I think it should stack quite well wheat, and I think it should be its own plant. Okay, so wheat. Okay, so clippings and seeds and stuff can go somewhere else, but this is where wheat's gonna go. That's gonna... Oh, this music is just... makes me want to dance, and maybe we should do the dance floor, but no, because we have more important things to do. The dance floor... Oh, the battle's happening. Oh, shit. The goblin has died. Okay, let me check my population. Oh, shit. Oh... That's the intense battle music, and they keep putting them back there. I wish we could get some epic loot off them and just just get money and food. Oh, there's so much blood everywhere. Oh, I hope no one's hurt. Who are my soldiers? Let me just go to military right hand. Can I dual wield? I think I can dual wield. That is... Ooh... I could dual wield if I wanted to, but I think a shield would be a better choice. Having said that, we're getting attacked pretty often, every single night. So let's see what the forge is working up to. So the forge needs to make do we want bronze or do we want copper? I don't think we have any... We don't have any tin bars, so we're gonna have to just keep on crafting our just random bars of whatever. And I think this should be a weaponsmith, and this should be an armor smith. One of these two is that. So we've got to like get around to that. When is this gonna happen, guys? We've got blood everywhere, and we've got let's read the event. Let's see the combat. It was a group fight. Windborb swings his copper axe. Wait, oh, so many things happen. Holy Jesus. Okay, so Windborb swings the copper pickaxe, hitting the goblin, poking the skin and poking the abdominal muscles. Oh, so right on his abs, he's just like, oh, and he was like, you can get 12-hour abs if you just swing a pickaxe. And then Windborb was like, that's right, mate, and you're gonna die too. That's pretty. Clavolt kicks the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, splintering the ribs, puncturing the heart, poking the heart, and crushing the heart. If anyone needs a very hard kicker, Clavolt, holy hell, he can kill a goblin in one kick. So the goblin feels faint after he's had his heart poked by the crushing bones of his ribs. And on that note, on that beautifully gruesome and awesome bloody note of, I think someone might have been bleeding actually. One of our guys must have been, ooh, our bandages have been used up. Let's go quickly to our tailor and craft a whole bunch of bandages. That was another thing that was suggested, to keep a stockpile of bandages. Very handy, because if people get hurt, they run over to their bandages and they like, oh, bandage up, and they just get better and they drink some wine. So on that, my name is Derpify. The Grizzly Inkling salutes you every time. I hope to see you next episode. Leave comments on everything. Just do what you want. It's going to be fantastic. And I'll see you next time.